first and 10. It's Hall. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
And they didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
So the ball moves from their own 41 to the other 41 here for first and 10. Hall again. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33. The success there, Charles, coming on the outside of the field of the ground game. Curious to see if that continues as we progress.
Yeah, we often talk about a variety in play calling and usually between run and pass. But in this case, with strictly the run game, you can be creative here as well.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Now that's a heck of a moment for your first sack of the game, because if this long drive ends without a touchdown because of that sack, we're going to look back and say that might be one of the biggest plays of this contest.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And the Ravens will take over here as they get it up to the 43-yard line. That, Charles, the first interception he's thrown here in year number 2.
And I know it's just the first one, but didn't it feel like what we saw from him last year, where he was plagued by this type of a play? And they thought that, over the offseason, going into a second season, some of that would go away. Thus far, still looks a lot like his rookie year.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it second down.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
16 yards on that one and a Raven first. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jermaine Johnson. That is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. So after the sack, they'll come up on a still manageable 2nd and 13. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Looks like a 9-yard loss, and it also brings up 4th.
Well, that's the second time he's been sacked so far in the first half, and if they have designs on having a big year, on going anywhere, they've got to find a way to keep him upright so he can throw the football.
Tucker's kick is good. Well, I don't know if you ever go into a game expecting to attempt a kick of 62 yards. Charles, not only attempt it, but make it one of the longest kicks that we've ever seen.
Yeah, I'm not sure you ever go into a game expecting to kick one of this distance, but all the better kickers, they do dream of it. And they show what they can do in practice and convince their coaches to give them a chance. That one surely paid off.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt ending.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
Now Wilson on second down. This pass out wide to Hall. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. Clock running here. Under a minute to go now in the first quarter of a 3-0 game. Throwing now, Wilson on first down. Open man is Uzomah. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Ahead of the chains now, 2nd and 2. They go play action now. Wilson. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward. And
nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. That's caught left side by the tight end Boyle. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And his throw here is incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Mark Andrews, there, but it'll be 2nd down.
I think he could have scanned downfield forever, but there wasn't anything available. Ends up throwing an incompletion, and I think he'll take that.
Again on 2nd and 10, it's Jackson. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Bryce Hall. And the Jets are going to have it here at their own 32-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And it's been a miserable start for them offensively, obviously. 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week, not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. From the 35 on 2nd down. Wilson, this one left side caught by Barrios. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
They'll run with Hall. No gain there on the play, and that's going to leave them with a 4th down.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this 2nd quarter. Fourth down. Here's Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Ravens get the football back and in great shape. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. Jermaine Johnson there to bring him down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. To throw is Jackson. And it's incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
First down marker at the 31. It's 3rd down. Play action. It's Jackson. He sets to fire deep, and that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. And this is going to wind up left. Well struck, but it's no good, and that will keep this a 3-point game.
Well, Brandon, anything beyond 50, you start rolling the dice a bit. And once you get up around 57, 58 yards, the chances of making it go down dramatically. And sure enough, this one winds up no good.
Throwing here to start the drive as they connect left side. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Now Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done. A first red zone opportunity of the new year here as they come up now 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. Line of scrimmage, the 9. 2nd and about a yard. On 2nd down, a run with Hall. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Only gets a yard, but it's enough to set him up 1st and goal. Well, getting close to the end zone, and you know that rookie wants the ball back. He's looking for his first career touchdown.
He certainly is, and you just wonder with the coaching staff, is it trust in him this early? Are they trying to get him going, give him confidence early in his NFL career? Either way, they want him to score.
It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. Wilson. And this throw incomplete. Now the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
4 yards, that gets him close to the goal line, but it also brings up a 4th and goal. Second quarter, 2 minutes remain, 3-0 our score. So taking a risk here early in the new year, they're going to go for it. They'll go for it. It's Hall. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. Breece Hall with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Jets' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Zerline good with a PAT. And that makes makes it a 7-3 lead. Now after the touchdown, it's Zuerlein. He'll kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. He's got his man downfield. That's Bateman. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Rashad Bateman. 63 yards. And the Ravens are able to move back in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And the lead is now 10-7. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Braxton Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. There was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So the incompletion, and now it's 2nd and 10, again from the 25-yard line. Wilson's throw here pulled in by Hilton. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. On 1st and 10, it's Wilson. That is caught. It's Uzomah. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
First down from C.J. Uzomah there in New York. They were quick to pounce on him when he hit the open market from Cincinnati. They saw him set career highs across the board in 2021, and they believe his ceiling is even higher.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Now then, after the sack, will be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Meanwhile, Wilson's throw complete there to Berrios. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, we're fortunate that this is a tie game. No need to panic. No need to change a whole lot. We didn't play anything close to our best in the first half, so we don't have to go out and win one for the Gipper. Let's just go out and play our best football and win one for us.
On 2nd and 7, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And he brings this one back. It's a pick six and a jet touchdown. Now Zuerlein on and the extra point. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They find themselves down 17-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10. Drake will start the drive on the ground. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down yardage on the first play of the drive. Give him 14. Right back to Drake. They juked him. And he's going to have a Ravens first down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line. Consecutive plays now where that offensive line has really created a lot of space.
And we've seen the confidence rise, haven't we? It borders on arrogance now, and that's that good arrogance, believing you can run the football whenever you get good and ready.
And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. And now Jackson will look to throw it. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
On second down, a run with Dobbins. On a great effort there. He's going to get this inside the 15, and they'll spot it at the 13-yard line. Nice run. 10 yards there, good enough for a Raven first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
They'll try a little trickery here on the end around. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Running from the shotgun with Drake. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. And it looks like a pickup of 6. That leaves him with 7 yards to go on third down.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Over the middle, complete. That's Drake. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. Drake will take this into the end zone. It's a Ravens touchdown. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun on 3rd down, Wilson. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And a nice play there from the new pickup, signed just this past week to help fortify this defense.
He truly is the definition of an impact player. Surprise, surprise that it took this long for someone to pick him up.
And he's got it to about the 40.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. He wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Now they're going to be dealing with a 3rd and 7 as that one officially a loss of 1. Jackson. And that is incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And with that, they take the lead here, 20-17. Well, they got the turnover in great field position, but unable to do anything with it. And they're left taking the easy 3 on the field goal.
Yeah, you're right about that. A great chance at a short field touchdown. On a sudden change, you take the ball away. You expect your offense to put it into the end zone. But they'll take the 3 for now, even if they feel just a little bit let down.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Now a deep ball there on 2nd down, but it'll wind up incomplete.
And next time, Brandon, I think you might want to consider running it because those defensive backs, they were plastered to the receivers, and they weren't letting up as that play went on.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Now Wilson. He's going to let it go again. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Here's the Jets punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. This is taken at the 15. All told, that a 55-yard punt with a net of 40 after the return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no question. I think his teammates would be okay with him just kicking the extra points as well. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. Now Jackson. Open man is Bateman. It's complete. And he will be taken down, but a big pickup there on what's going to be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Just week 1, but already plenty of intrigue with the games going on, and this one no different as we come up on a 1st and 10. Well, they'll run it here on the jet sweep. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. They go play action with Jackson. Looking left sideline, but it's incomplete.
Had the right idea there, trying to throw it to the sideline, but he led him just a little bit too much, trying to get it out to his receiver. Ends up falling to the ground, incomplete.
The offense on 3rd down, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Now it's Jackson. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And that's going to be another 1st down as the tackle made at the Jets' 21. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st down, Drake. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Now, that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater, he just made a great play there.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. He dumps it off to Dre. And he's going to be marked down just outside the 10.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play.
Now that's a killer because you think you get it absolutely covered, and then he hot-foots it out of there and picks up a 1st down. Drives you crazy as a defense.
Looks like you're exactly right. Looked like a 4 sure stop on. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the ball ends up out of bounds, so it'll be a loss on the play. Thankfully for the offense, a fortuitous bounce there on the fumble goes out of bounds because they're down here in the red zone. You don't want to lose one there.
You don't want to lose one, and the best part, because it went out of bounds, they retain possession, still have an opportunity to put points on the board.
And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, it certainly appears to me that the defensive guys are starting to look a little bit tired while he still has some fresh legs. Not the biggest game we've seen on a scramble, but still some positive yardage on a play that initially looked like a sure win for the defense.
Flushed out right. Throws to his man on the out route. It's complete. That's Robinson. And that's good for a gain of 6. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. Tucker's kick is good, and the drive will wind up yielding 3. So that gets him a little bit of breathing room, but not much. And you have to think back to the field goal that he missed earlier. This would be a 2-score game right now if he had converted then.
And if you and I are thinking about it, you know he is as well, because in the back of his mind, he's thinking, I hope I get one more shot in an important spot. He just made that one. He wants one more later to truly make up for the earlier miss.
Berrios now from his end zone. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there. It was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They got to get going.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Steps away to his left. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Odafe Oweh in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day. Here's the Jets punter now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. This is taken at the 23. A nice return there of 11 to help mitigate a good punt. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense got the stop, forced the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. And he'll manage to pick up about 4 at 2nd down. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Oh, design run for their wideout. And a good run here as he'll rumble all the way down to the 40-yard line. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore first down. Report! They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as it comes with 1:15 left to go in the second half. Got to figure the rush is going to be fierce again as they come up 2nd and 13. Up the middle they go with Drake. And he'll be brought down at about the 42. Now the defense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. He could not get away that time, and it'll be a loss of 11 on 3rd down. The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
Wilson's throw complete there to Moore. And he'll be brought down after a nice gain, a pickup of 20.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. One last shot for Wilson. And it's incomplete. So their final drive comes up empty. And with that, the ball game is over. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement